What I've got here is my thermostat from my VW 2-liter 8-valve AGG motor. And what does it say? 87 degrees. There's a serial number 118687B. It says VW Audi 0441211113K4. Okay, so I'm in the kitchen here, going to test my thermostat. That's where we test thermostats. This is the thermostat out of my VW 2-liter 8-valve AGG motor that I fitted into my Microbus. 1992.1 liter Microbus. I removed the 2.1 liter engine and replaced it with a 2-liter fuel injected AGG motor. You can see the thermostat says 87 degrees. That number on there 18687B, and on the other side it's got the VW Audi logo 0441211113K4. I had an issue years ago with my cooling system and I had removed it and I just never put it back again. But now that I'm busy with that Speeduino ECU, I want the engine to operate at optimal temperature, so I'm going to install this again. I've got some boiling water there, some normal room temperature water, and just to give you an idea, that should be closed, and I'm measuring this gap here. It's about 7 millimeters, more or less, just over 5 moles. That gap, I'm going to put it in the boiling water, which should be at about 100 degrees, and you should see that expanding. If you can't see it, then I'm going to measure it again. Just give it a minute. I can actually see it expanding. I don't know if you can see it in the video. That springs there, you can see those rings. The second one kind of hidden and now it's exposed. It's opening quite a bit. Okay, I'm going to take it out and we're going to measure it again. So quick one. And there it's about, what do we measure there? About 15 millimeters. I think it should already stop. Yeah, it's starting to close already. So this is working and I'm going to install it. It's been in my toolbox for how long? Gosh, years. Good couple of years. And I just wanted to test it first before I install it again. So I'm happy with that. It's working just fine. Underneath the vehicle, and this is the thermostat housing that I'm gonna have to remove. And it looks like a thermostat is in that section. So I just have to remove that clip, pull that out, and the antifreeze coolant that's going to come out there. I'm going to catch it in this bucket so that I can reuse that and not make a complete mess. So let me set everything up and and then I can just need a screwdriver to pull that clip out, and then it can just slot off nice and easily. There's the clip that holds that. Just have to shift the bath. Some of the water did leak down onto the floor. Just get it close up. Okay, I just lift it up. I can stop the rest of from falling out. And let's try to fit that thermostat. So the two 10mm bolts hold the housing for the thermostat. So remove the bolts, and that can slide out. That's two bolts. That's the housing. Got an O-ring in it, which I'll just clean up. Okay, just give that a wipe first, and then I'll put everything back together again. it's flush. Now I can get this clip back on. There we go. Now I just need to put the water back and bleed the cooling system. Okay, I'm going to reuse this coolant. Okay, start the engine and get that water circulating. And once I've got all the water in, and then you can monitor the temperature and see if it gets up to temperature and then cools down when the thermostat opens up, and if it controls that temperature as well. So I've done that so many times, I know it's going to take a while. 30 to 60 minutes to get that water circulating nicely, and I have to turn this around so that turn the van around so that the front is slightly elevated, so that I can get all the air bubbles to move towards the radiator and escape out the top of the radiator. There's a screw that tightens up that you loosen to just to purge the system of all the air.